Talk today about the first thing you need to do is develop a character. But before we develop a character, you need to think about the setting you want to do. So let's talk about a few of the things that we have discussed recently. Not throw out, literally. Let's raise our hands and talk about some things that we've discussed having to do with the civil rights movement. What are some time periods, some things that happened, or some notable people that we've been talking about?
Or in Alabama.
They were in Alabama. A lot happened in Alabama. Hmm?
Grandma's house.
There were some church bombings, absolutely.
The girl.
Don't shut up! Don't shut up!
Oh, yes. The family? Families?
What families?
Watson's.
Okay, but we're talking about the actual historical things. Remember, that part was the made up. The actual historical things, but not just in the book. Remember, we've seen videos, we've looked at articles, all kinds of things. Chris?
What are those white guys with the white clothes?
There's Ku Klux Klan.
KKK?
The KKK. The KKK.
The Ku Klux.
It's Ku.
They smell like clan fire. The hoses.
Okay, so when did that happen, though? What were they doing? What was that time? That
They
whole
were
period?
like,
Well, remember what they called it? You don't remember? Does anybody can help me? Do you remember what it was called or no?
What?
Do you remember what it was called when they were protesting and they did the fire hoses on them? Does everyone remember what it was called?
D-Day?
They did call it D-Day, but what did we call it? The child what?
Labor. Child labor.
What were the children doing?
Protesting. Walking. Running.
Marching. It was the Children's March is what it was called.
What about segregation? Segregation.
Yeah, why
Shh.
When the kids were going to jail.
Right, that's part of this Children's March. So you can put in here the fire hoses,
Thousands of kids in
the
jail.
jail, all that good stuff. It all goes into that one. Yes?
What is the boycott?
The bus boycott.
What else? That's a whole different story.
The black has their own thing and the white has their own.
Right, so the segregation issue.
Oh yeah, segregation.
They had different bathrooms?
That's the same.
What else did we talk about? There's some other things in here. I heard somebody say it and I heard somebody shoot them down. And that shouldn't, don't let somebody else shoot you down. What do you think?
Racism?
No, that's all part of this whole thing.
Because of segregation.
Say it. I heard you say it and she said, no, that's not it. Say it.
Racist.
Yeah. I think it was you that said it. Yeah, you start to say it again right now. Rosa.
I said that.
I said it.
Liar.
That's what I said, Miss Cvengros.
I heard somebody say it and then somebody else tell them, no, that's not right. I thought it was
She said
opposite.
that's not right.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry then.
It's okay.
You guys are fighting over an answer.
Mr. Cvengros, this is what happened. I told Darlene. Darlene told
Chris?
and then when.
Yeah, absolutely.
You guys are fighting over an answer.
So these are just a few of the things, guys, that we've been talking about. Do you have one more?
My birthday's on Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday. That's cool.
That's really cool, but I don't think we talked about that.
Darlene's name right there.
So, Darlene doesn't fit. She wasn't born in 1963 or around that time period.
Yes, she was.
So you have a lot of things that we have been talking about, ladies and gentlemen, that gets your setting down. So now you have to think, which one of these am I going to include? That doesn't mean that my writing is going to be about this. I'm not going to take you through the day in the church bombing and what happened when I was in the church. That's not what you're doing. You're just going to be talking about it within your story. So your story can take place during these times, but your character needs to be 100% new. So you are going to be developing a character of your own that is either going to be experienced in this or is going to be witnessing it, stop the pencils, or is going to be hearing about it, right? On either side,
My dad.
we're forgetting one that's kind of important that I think I'm going to put up here for you guys.
Ruby Bridges.
Oh, remember Ruby Bridges?
Ruby Bridges.
I
Who's that? Oh,
had a person first period, one of the students say that they wanted to write as if they were a little white boy at the school that Ruby Bridges was brought to. And that his parents said, oh no, you can't go to that school no more, and took him out. That's what he wanted to write about, his story. Stop.
Who's that?
I can tell you.
Oh.
That just gives you an idea of where it is. You guys have a really wide... You're going to have to start writing like with your spit or blood or something, because I'm going to stop letting you have pencils in here. Are you ready? You just figure it out. So what we're doing today is I'm going to show you some important aspects to keep in mind when you're thinking about your character development. Because oftentimes that is, for some people they think it's the easiest, but they make their character really shallow. In other words, they don't make a lot of details in their character. Your character needs to be very, very detailed. Shh. Devin, come sit up here.
Next to the computer?
Yep.
I'm playing it.
He's not going to talk to anybody because he's going to be facing forward. So when you're doing your character, you need to keep in mind not just your character's name, but as you're developing your character, you need to